The most satisfying thing is farming crops. You see, on most servers, a farm is just a farm. But this isn't most servers. On Talent MC, even the simplest builds can be overpowered. No automation, no exploits, just the server doing what it does best. So today, I want to push it to its limits. I want to see how overpowered a player can get by simply farming. I couldn't buy myself coffee yesterday, but we're gonna go ahead and really quickly buy ourselves a 3x bundle for 6,100 credits. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. And let's begin opening these. So we got 180 pet traits, 150 tool perks, and also a lot of skill XP vouchers and a money voucher, which will actually help us out. Now it's time to open our booster crates. Let's see what we can get from here. We really need a lot of tool perks, a lot of credits if we can get those as well, because we just basically spent our whole entire bank account on these crates. Let's see what we're gonna get. Come on. We really need some good pulls out of here. Right, now it's time to open the weekly crates. Each of these is $11, so let's go ahead and begin placing them down. Surely we get one credit pool, right? And nothing out of that either. We are getting a lot of tool perks, so I am not mad about that. And no, we didn't. It is what it is. We actually got a ton of tool perks, which is actually going to be helping us out a ton. That is the main reason why we opened this. 586. I mean, we're just going to begin rolling because we do need a really good perk. Level 3 of skill XP and money. I mean, why can't we get anything higher than level 3? But looks like we're going to keep it. We only have 124 rolls left. And we won't actually get our pity. So it won't be worth it for us to go on a roll. So looks like this is what we're going to keep for now. I mean, skill XP and money is really good. We're going to be able to grind up our skill so much easier. Alright, but it's time to actually begin working on our farms. However, we can't straight up go to the best crop, which is sugarcane. They're actually level locked. There's a ton of different crops. There's wheat, potatoes, beetroot, carrot, netherwort, and sugarcane. And you unlock them at these designated levels. So I have a lot of grinding to do between the 6 different crops until I can actually unlock the best crop. So we first need to begin with the wheat farm. Now luckily it will actually be really easy for us to do that because on the server there is /FP, which is basically fast plays, and depending on your rank, you can go ahead and increase the amount of blocks that you can actually place. So currently we have it set to 16, and we need to go to fast place blocks and actually select the dirt. And then now let me show you how easy it is to actually go ahead and begin placing this. All we need to do is first buy ourselves a couple dirt blocks. We'll go ahead and buy a couple stacks. And then when I placed at the bottom of this block, 16 blocks should go straight down. And we're basically going to continue doing this until we go all the way to the void. Okay, I think this is low enough. And now all we have to do is build this going all the way to the chunk borders. So let's continue doing that now. And then now let's begin building our farm. And boom, this should be big enough for me. Now obviously I am a solo, so if you guys have a bigger team, you need a way bigger farm, but this will definitely do for me. And another thing they have on the server is actually tiller ones. Now this is a 7x7 tiller, so if I go all the way out here, right click, look at that, 7 block tiller. That is really good. This will just make us tilling the land so much easier. And as you see as well, all of the tilled dirt is actually already watered. That's because they actually wanted to make it extremely easy to build farms, so none of the crops need water except for sugarcane. And obviously that is going to be the best crop. So now all we need to do, go into the shop and purchase ourselves a ton of seeds, and we need to begin planting them all. Oh yeah, I forgot. We gotta go back into fast place, go to fast place blocks, and actually turn on all of the crops. Now it's time for us to go ahead and begin planting. And boom, literally as simple as that, we now have our whole entire wheat farm completely built. Now you guys are probably thinking to yourself that this farm is extremely small and it's not gonna last me like 2 seconds. Well, you're actually mistaken, because on the server, you can go ahead and farm the crops with your hoe, and as long as you're farming it with your hoe, the crops begin replanting by themselves. And also, if you have a look at how fast these crops grow. So yeah, we're gonna just basically be over here farming crops absolutely non-stop, hearing the crops break, extremely satisfying, and it just goes ahead, puts you in the mood. And we've been doing this for literally like 10 seconds. We're already skill level 6, which is insane. We have already went ahead and equipped our skill pet and also our supercharged pet. So those two pets are actually going to help us out a ton as well. The skill XP pet will give us a lot more skill XP. And it also has the level 4 of the skill XP 2 trait. And then the supercharged pet has the level 5. So we are getting 2.48 skill XP every single time we break 1 wheat. And we only need around 350 to level up to the next skill level. And as we level up through our skills, if we really quickly do slash skills, the farming skill right here. Every time we level up, we are getting rewards. Either it's crop coins, money, keys, or even rarer rewards, like for example, the skill crates. Now these skill crates are extremely overpowered. You can literally win so many good things from them. You can win keys, trades, pickaxe perks. You can even win credits, which is the good thing about the crates. The credits are basically the store currency. You can purchase yourself ranks and all that. It is extremely worth it. But yeah, now it is time to actually begin upgrading our enchants, such as crop coin finder. We immediately need to max that out because that will make us so much more crop coins. Moving on to speed, we can go even faster. Our haste, let's get that. And then even crop crusher we can max out, which actually is a custom enchant on the server. It breaks a 3x3 range on the crops. And then the higher the enchant level, the more the enchant's gonna proc. It's already 1 in 10, so that's really good. And then we unlock the next enchant, which is the farming key finder. We unlock that at farming level 25. There is also tool attachments, which we can actually go ahead and use the crop crusher in order for us to go ahead and make it proc even more. And then we don't really have any of these enchants unlocked, so looks like we're gonna hold off on them. So yeah, now it is time for us to go ahead and unlock the second crop. And there we go. We have now officially gotten ourselves to farming level 50. This means we have now finally unlocked the potato crop. So let me actually go ahead and really quickly destroy all of this wheat so we can go ahead and actually replace it with potatoes. As you can see now, the whole entire area is flat, so now let's begin planting the potatoes. And boom, just like that, the potatoes are now all planted. But since I hit level 50, we've actually unlocked some brand new enchants. We unlocked farming key finder and also crop coin greed. Now we can actually go ahead and already max these both out. So let me go ahead, max out our farming key finder, and also let's go ahead and now max out our crop coin greed. And we're also about to unlock our vein farmer enchant at level 75, which is actually really good. I mean, this enchant is really good. On the lore, it literally says prioritize maxing out this enchant for fast progression. So we do definitely need to focus on this. So I'm gonna really quickly grind to level 75. And here we are slowly creeping up on level 75, and there it is. We actually got our third skill crate because we get one every 25 levels. But if we have a look, vein farmer right here, only 1.3 build to max out. That is really cheap. We currently have 4.4 billion just from literally grinding potatoes. So that is really good. Have we enchanted any enchants? Yes, we did. Crop crusher, let's do that. And also crop coin finder, let's do that as well. There we go. And now if we check our tool attachments, we have a tier 6 vein farmer. That is really good. Now if we check the proc rate, 1 in 16 blocks. So vein farmers should actually proc pretty often now, meaning we're going to get a lot more skill XP from it. And hopefully now it is going to be way easier to get to level 100 and unlock the beetroot crop. And now we are finally farming level 100, meaning we have now unlocked the beetroot crop. But not only that, we have actually also unlocked some brand new enchants. I think we only unlocked one new one, and that is Farming XP Finder, which has the chance to get farming XP when we are actually farming. 500 levels for only 1.2 billion crop coins. We had 8.2 billion. We just maxed that out with ease. Now this is 1 in 400, but we do actually have an attachment for it. So if we equip best really quickly and have a look at it now, it is 1 in 245. So that dropped by a good 155 crops, which is actually really good. And also now we have actually prestiged our crop crusher. Let's upgrade that. And that seems like everything we went ahead and prestiged. So we now basically have 5.9 billion crop coins, but nothing to really spend that on. But definitely once we do go ahead and unlock the later game enchants right here, we're going to be needing a lot more than only 6 billion crop coins. So we do definitely need to save up by the time we do get to that point. But let's actually go ahead and really quickly build ourselves a beetroot farm. I think I'm going to keep the potato farm. I'm just going to add on to it in this direction here. So let's go ahead and really quickly buy ourselves a couple stacks of dirt. I think that is going to be enough. Now let's go ahead and begin placing. And there we go. Now the beetroot farm is also built. And I actually noticed something. So if you look at our XP bar, we are currently island level 48. But we actually haven't done any island upgrades yet. So I really quickly had a look at what I could upgrade. And you guys saw how fast the crops were actually growing. I mean, let me just put it to perspective really quickly. Look how fast they're about to grow, right? I mean, look, they're already growing little by little. And they're already grown. So that was pretty quick, right? Now let me go ahead and actually look at this first upgrade. Crop growth. You can actually speed it up even more. It's 5 upgrades. There we go. Now it's 1.4 times faster. So you saw how fast that was. Now let's see how fast this is. Holy crap. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't have that upgraded yet. Not that we really needed it, but I mean that is insane. Look at how fast they're going. But now farming beetroot, every single beetroot crop gives us 4.96 farming XP, which is really good. We should be able to level up so much quicker now. But I think this is where I'll call it for the farming level. We've definitely had a lot of progress in today's episode, and we're gonna unlock the remaining crops in another episode. But this whole entire time, getting to skill level 100, we've actually gotten ourselves 4 tier 1 skill crates, which are really good. We can win 1050 credits from here, which is equivalent to $10 every single time we pull it. So I'm actually really excited to go ahead and begin opening this. We're gonna go to spawn to open it because last time we opened it on our island and we got nothing good. Oh, I accidentally right clicked. All right, it's fine. Let's see what we're gonna get. We mainly really need credits out of here. We got a ton of attachment boxes. That's really good. And also fossil generators and also villager spawners. All right. We will not be mad about villager spawners, or actually if we get guardian spawners as well, I'm not mad about that either, but I don't think you can win it out of here. Oh, we just got a weekly crate from that. That is equivalent to 1100 credits. Okay, let's go. All right, now let's go ahead and begin opening our third one. We really only need the weekly crates or credits. If we can get those, I'm pretty happy with that. We missed pet traits and also scroll boxes. Okay, not bad. And then our last and final skill crate before we move on to the weekly crate. Let's see. Come on. Give us 1 credit pool. And of course not. We missed tool perks, but we did actually get pet traits and stuff. That is really good. And lastly, here we go. Our last and final crate, which is actually the weekly crate that we just won. We'll do a little 360 because why not? And that was more like a 720, but it's okay. Here we go. Come on, give us something good. No, come on. And no, we didn't even miss anything good. That is kind of unfortunate, I'm not gonna lie. We did get 3 tier 7s though. Hold on. 3 tier 7 attachment boxes. Let's go ahead and open this. Lightning strike, multi-kill, and crop nuke. Okay, crop nuke tier 7 is actually going to be really good once we do get to farming level 250. So I'm really looking forward to that.